the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is a private bank set up by Congress in 1913 to basically manage the money supply. The idea was that during economic booms, the money supply would increase because of the increased demand for dollars. And during economic recessions, the money supply would decrease because of decreased demand for dollars. Basically, the whole reason for its existence is to get rid of the boom-bust cycle of the economy, or at least lessen the severity of the bust. But as can be inferred by recent events, the Federal Reserve Bank has a terrible track record, which is why I am in favor of abolishing it like many other libertarians. When the Federal Reserve loans out money to the government or other private banks, the government or the private banks now owe that money plus interest. The problem is, all of the money in existence originates from the Federal Reserve. So now these institutions are going to have to owe more money than actually exists. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on why economic boom-bust cycles occur. There are plenty of other videos on YouTube that are better than this one that I think can explain it very well, so I will include links to those videos in the description. But when these institutions, the private banks or the government, need to pay back their loans from the Federal Reserve, and they can't because they don't have enough money, because the money doesn't exist, the only way that the Federal Reserve can get them to pay their debts is to print more money, which causes inflation, and loan it to the bank/government. Now, this leads to a never-ending system of money supply inflation, which is great according to the overlords. So obviously, the Federal Reserve no longer does what it was originally intended to do. Contrary to expanding and contracting the money supply to coincide with the economy, now it just inflates. So that's a big problem because that can lead to ever-rising prices, and eventually it's going to lead to some major hyperinflation in the American economy. So this has been TechnoGuy 3, and thanks for watching.